That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
And there goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. It will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.
What are you doing? Well, no, but this is going to be long and going to be very slow on there. Good afternoon and welcome to another match from Masters Hockey. This is the World Cup in Cape Town. The game we bring you today is a women's game in the over 60 category. All of the ladies on the field are over the age of 60. It's a game between the Netherlands and the England Spirit of Masters team. The Netherlands playing in their traditional orange, and the England Spirit of Masters team is playing in blue. This is a Spirit of Masters team, players that didn't make the England first team, but still wish to come on tour and are competitive, and have come along to be part of this whole bonanza and adding to the spectacle that is Masters Hockey at the moment. This is the second Masters Hockey tournament being held, World Cup this year. The first Masters tournament was for over 35s and over 40s. They've been held in Nottingham earlier this year. We've now got the Cape Town version for over 45, over 50 and over 55, and this is an over 60 game. And then we've got a tournament coming up at the end of the year, the World Cup for in Tokyo, and that's for the over 65, and there's an over 70 category as well, which is fantastic. So many people still playing hockey, and there being an avenue and a portal for them to be able to play at this level and continue being fit and healthy. And the best part is the camaraderie. These teams come out and play. They're touring Cape Town. At the same time, they've got men's and ladies teams across various age groups coming together from different countries, and the camaraderie is fantastic. This game already, we've got the Netherlands, who in their pool matches so far have played 2 matches and lost 1. They lost to England, who are top in the pool at the moment, but they've beaten South Africa and they've beaten the USA. So they play second at the moment in this pool, behind England, while the England Spirit of Masters team, unfortunately, have lost all 3 matches they've played. Their closest match being against the USA yesterday, where that game they went down 5-4 or 4-5 in a tense and exciting match that just didn't go their way. So we look forward to a fantastic spectacle today, as you see Sue Matthews trying to work around the outside there for the England team. A lot of pressure being applied to her. I'm not sure where the whistle should be taken from, but as you'll hear from the sideline, a lot of spectators come down to watch their loved ones, their family, and their teammates. And so there's some good cheering for the ladies in the field. England now having a period of dominance. Often in these matches, when the ball ends up in the corner, it takes somebody to step up and, like Sue Matthews, and just belt the ball in, try and get the ball into the D and win a short corner or a shot on goal. At the moment, the game just stuck in the corner. Just like Penny Thorne. Getting the ball across. They have a chance inside the... and it looked like Lee Edmonds-Ward had a free shot there. The ball popped loose, took a big swing at it. Might have caught somebody's finger on the way through. A little confusion going on here. But the blow did go to them. Ball popped all the way through. And looked like goal bound for a second there. Big swing coming from the Edmonds-Ward, but to no avail, as the Dutch get to play out the back again. Having watched some of the hockey this week, and this being day 6 of the tournament, the Spirit of Masters team, having lost 3 games though, but watching every match as they progress, they've just got better and better as they go. They've been pressing better. That's Sue Matthews on the ball now, having a go, trying to find a circle entry, and that's fantastic to see. The results haven't gone their way, yet they arrive in at every match, taking part, being part of the spectacle, and just raising their game as they go along. Holland getting the ball forward now. Looks like Stefan Jansen is full of running in front there. They're going to have to worry about her a lot. Looks full of energy. Big gap opening up now as the Dutch play the ball to the right-hand side. They're going to be scanned to see if they can knock this one in. Ball coming back to Panaka, who couldn't get a flying touch on that, but the England team coming over the ball and just happy to knock it over the sideline. Panaka just missing that one again. The ball's in the D now. They've got control of this. Can they get something for it? Remelt's on the ball, and Remelt's just pushing it straight into an England player. And again, the score remains scoreless. Penny Thorne holding the ball very nicely. They're moving infield. Beverly Jackson, who's industrious in the midfield, in the forward position, covers lots of grounds in the game. Always looking for ball, going forward, always trying to take it into circle. As the Dutch now try and turn this one around, I think. Knocking the ball forward there with nobody in front, but again, they're finding some avenues on the side. Yeah, they're getting a little bit more penetrations before. As again, Janssen with the ball across the D. This could be a chance for Panaka, and Panaka. That's Karen. Panaka just knocking the ball into the goal. Helen Evans, I get that. Di Kirby in goals today. Just got stuck on the goal line there. Didn't have much time to move as Holland opened the scoring. Go 1-0 up in this first quarter. Again, Janssen breaking on the left-hand side, opening up all the space. And then the put away as we restart again. Leeuwerk Volder on the ball, moving the ball across to Parker Zispen. This Netherlands team with a lot of double-barrel names, just to keep me honest. A little stick block tackle there. Umpire says no, it was a hack. And we'll call the players back. The Dutch free hit. Beverly Jackson is trying to patrol the middle of the field. They stop the ball going forward, but Faringa made a great lead back there. Faringa being the captain of this team. Now they're streaming forward again. Karen Panak on the ball, making it go wide, trying to find a baseline entry. And the ball gets knocked across and hits an England foot, and the umpire awards the penalty corner. First penalty corner of the match. So we'll get some sense of what Netherlands are going to be doing on their short corners. Looked like Mari Remeltz that ran around there and scored and got the short corner by pushing the ball on the foot. Margaret Kramer on top, looking like she's going to be belting this in. Oh, good injection, fantastic speed. The ball gets slipped, double slip. Oh. Ball getting back to the injector after one of the hardest hits we've seen in a long time for an injection. That ball came careening out at a massive pace, caught everybody by surprise. And when the ball went back on the double twist, just a hook shot, and unfortunately nothing resulted from that. Let's get some ball going forward again on the right-hand side. Just playing to go on the outside, attacking the ball back. Looking for the double tackle, but Sue Dolby just planting herself in the way. The ball still on the edge of the circle, and they're still try and get it in, yeah. See if they can get some in, and the umpire saying loss of control and the ball rolling free. Netherlands on the edge of the D there, looking for an entry. Again, Karen Pranaka with the ball. She's been very industrious in this match so far. As the ball comes out the back, straight to her again. But Sue Matthews coming in and taking the ball off her. We're looking for Beverly Jackson up front. The ball does go through. Jackson chasing after this. I don't think she's going to get there. Asher Turf being bedeviled with the ball rolling away and just teasing her. But that's choosing to knock the ball down the field there and knocking it straight out. The ball's gone a long way down the field. It's going to be a big fetch for Sue Dolby. As far away as she could be from the player. England waiting for the ball to get back so they can restart. Ball getting pushed in. Beverly Jackson again. Chasing off the ball, trying to get there as quick as possible. And again, good pressure being applied here. There's our Claire Body trying to make a run through there to pick it up, but just ball running it away again. Whereas the ball gets knocked out the back. It's 50-50. England coming away with it. A bit of pressure from behind you. They need to make sure the ball goes forward as Liz Dakin knocks it through the gap. But the Dutch now have an overlap as the ball gets knocked forward, but Inga Holtrop will not get to that one. Apologies. I think there was Jacoba Barenson running up front there. Holtrop and Barnes busy pressing on top there together. As England resort to smacking the ball out the back. But only as far as Van Groningen. As we get a turn to go forward, ball out wide. And just been run to the sideline. I think there was possession in the middle of the field there. Van Groningen should probably have just tried to keep the ball in field and make the play happen. Panako on the right. One of the industrious players in this team, and definitely a go-to person if you can find her. As England now smack the ball forward, and now we do get the ball to Panaka. She'll run this one through. Passing the ball back into the D. Fantastic pickup by Barenson. Barenson just a little heavy first touch, and I think if it had been a softer first touch, she would have belted that into the goal, and the ball just ran away to the baseline. She tried to retrieve it with a bit of a hit to the end. The ball just creeping too far. As again, the Netherlands trying to get down this right-hand side baseline. The ball going over the back. Long corner for the Dutchers. Oh, good inside-out skill there. Van Villiant giving us the inside pull. Just lost control of the next one, but beat the first player. As there's a little bit of Haji Baji, Hazel Winter trying to win the ball, but it be knocked away. She gets the blow, gets the restart. And Winter now working with Penny Thorne, who's crossed the ball. A little on the danger side because Holtrop was lingering there. The ball is clear. The 45-degree ball knocked back in again. This could be interesting because Sue Matthews and Bev Jackson are going to pick it up and work together. The pullback happens. Panaka comes back on the cover defense, but the whistle goes for a stick hack. As Lee Edmonds Ward on the left-hand side, trying to get around the outside, trying to set up a circle entry. Does the roll spin, gets the foot, umpire gives it the blow. This is very high in the field near the circle. The pushback comes, the ball back. But Panaka gets it and clears it. The Dutch now on the run. Looks like Lawrenson trying to get down the sideline there, but getting stuck running into Lee Edmonds Ward, I think it is. Apologies, Hazel Winter, who knocks the ball across into no avail. The Netherlands 1-love up in this half, in this quarter. A well-taken goal. Running through into the D. Since then, they've struggled to get into the D. With the England team putting bodies in the way. Just blocking the runner coming in. They're going to have to make sure they cut out the passes to Karen Panaka, who's one of their 13 players, and they need to get more ball up front to Beverly Jackson. Get her involved in their score opportunities again. Ball runs around, Barnes got the ball. Tucks it onto a foot, nice and neatly. No panic there. Cobra Barnes is running around on the pullback, tucking it onto the foot and earning their second short corner of the game. The first short corner was belted out at a ferocious pace. Presently, the Netherlands can't find any.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.
Welcome back as you join us for the second quarter in this over 60 match between the Netherlands and the English Spirit of Masters team. The Netherlands 1-0 up. Karen Panaka put in a nice little goal in. The English side not having that many chances. There have been some possibilities coming through, but we see a run through now. Aronson on the far side. She's gone around there quite a couple of times. Often gone around the side. Just accidentally hit a ball into Kim Durbin's leg. Kim went like that because I think she stopped playing and Aronson kept playing. It smacked her in the shin pad, maybe in the knee, but she won't be happy with that at all. Mind your own business, and ball crashing into her. She's got a right leg strapped anyway, so she is carrying some kind of injury. And this will just add to it. Penny Thorne went in to go on, but technical table saying you have to wait for the other person to get off the field. Poor injured person. Now Penny Thorne will join the game as, again, Netherlands camping in that far top right-hand corner. Ball getting smashed on again. There's Beverly Jackson trying to go forward, trying to find Sue Matthews. The two of them work well together when they do end up going forward. Get the free hit, but unfortunately it gives the Dutch time to regroup at the back, get their numbers behind the ball, and set up their press. Nice ball to Penny Thorne. Penny Thorne to Sue Matthews. Sue Matthews got Beverly Jackson. Should be good at this. This is where she likes to go. Just couldn't get the last touch. That's where Beverly Jackson is at her best. Running towards the circle, trying to find an entry. As the Dutch come away with the ball, but turn it over in the midfield. Just keeping England in the picture here. A little bit of a collision there. Oh, just rolled over ankle. Very accidental, that one. Sue Matthews just tripping over a stick there. Winning the blow. As England get a set up in the 22. Ball going along to Jackson. Jackson missing the ball, and I think probably giving the blow against a dangerous player there. When you swing at a ball and you miss it and there's somebody close by. There's Villunt just playing the ball forward and again getting the ball back now. Trying to find a way through here. There's the hit coming, but only as far as Jackson. Jackson could have another chance here. If you can find the pull. The ball goes into the D, but it's just losing a bit of control. And for a moment there, we got Beverly Jackson a lot more into the game, which is what we wanted, because she's a key player up front there. The game's coming up yet. Crom on the left here, making a run through around the outside. Claire Body just trying to pressure, but the ball being pulled back. And Margaret Kramer knocking across the goal mouth and looking questioningly at her fellow players as to why nobody was actually putting a stick out there to deflect that in. She was inside the D, so she was looking for a cross there. Unfortunately, her forwards were not as responsive in that situation. Netherlands moving the ball backwards and forwards. The ball through to hold Trop, but definitely out of reach there. Ball getting knocked out the back here, but only as far as... No. Interesting retake being there. Sue Matthews in front now is going to get a clear ball. She's not going to forward for Beverly Jackson, but that's got some gas on it. A little bit hopeful then. Looked like Sue Matthews was anticipating the run. But as often does the AstroTurfs around the world, they've got a bit of a camber on them. So water can run off them, don't dam up in the middle. Which means often when the ball is running towards the sideline, it does start gathering pace. quite a devilish thing because you think you're going to get it, and the ball speeds up just enough to keep you in the picture until you get to the sideline, and it always just seems to beat you to the sideline after you put all maximum effort in. Some sadistic astro designer got involved with that and made one of those things. As we see Sue Matthews pushing down again, get a lot of attention, a lot of tackles on her. She's carrying the ball to the circle, so you can imagine why she's getting lots of tackles done on her. Penny Thorne on the ball, they're trying to smack it in, but the ball getting trapped. England look at the ball on 22 for a long corner. Looking towards the sideline. They're knocking the ball back in the middle. It could be interesting. A bobbly ball. Just causing enough mayhem in the circle. One of the hardest things to stop in hockey is a bobbly ball. England still in the mix here. Marion Simpson did a good job there of intercepting that ball. Passing it down the line. Penny Thorne smacking the ball in. Sue Matthews looking for a free ball. I think Jackson tackled Matthews then. The same players in the same team. The ball popped loose and they both went for it. They both arrived at the same time. I'm not sure what the rule is about two sticks colliding when they're on the same team. But the Netherlands now come forward again. Looking for some options. They've got an option on the line here. This is going to be Barnes was in the clear there. If they could just have found the ball forward. Janssen stepping in front of her, man. Now, this could be exactly what she wanted. Trying to get to the D, cutting back, really good. This is reminiscent of the goal they scored. Janssen running the ball, cutting back, and then feeding it into the D. This time, just catching an England stick on the way through. And just to come back and reset. Bit of confusion on the long corner there. Some miscommunication. Sue Matthews comes away, and Jackson's on the run. Matthews just taking the ball for a stroll. The Dutch kept thinking she was going to pass infield, but she was tempted them, but never did. Which meant she went a long way down the pitch before anybody paid her attention. Should I say due attention? Eventually, the Netherlands coming away with the ball. But, what again, and this time Jackson's going to run to the corner flag. I think Sue Matthews has probably thrown 4 balls now that have just been out of reach of Beverly Jackson. I think she just turned his suit and said, I'm not that quick. The ball ended up in the furthest corner of the field. So, England will press this. See if they can pick up a ball. Ball being dropped back. Big switch happening behind the P spot. So a real deep switch happening. Bakkers Durban just knocking the ball out. Good pick up by Brunner. Brunner now offloading to Faringa. Faringa just losing the ball out right. Faringa, the captain of this team. Her first World Cup at this level. Having played 3 matches before. The ball nasty out the side. It's exactly what they wanted. They can just get a nice delivery. Unfortunately, the ball has been pulled back, and Liz Dakin reading that like a textbook. Popping up and putting the stick in the way. Pressure being applied to the Dutch there, and they went all the way back. Kept the ball though, made sure they didn't lose it. But they did go from a ball inside the 22 to right, almost back to the halfway line. As we and now we got Sue Matthews going to throw another ball. This is just losing that as it goes. Evans Ward just not getting there on that one. And the game a little bit scrappy now. The game a little bit scrappy now. Van Villiant knocking the ball forward then. There we have Janssen again, cutting back as she does often. Knocking the ball across. Nobody find Kramer. Kramer knocks it across to... Is it Reynolds? I haven't seen Reynolds for a long time in this game. Just popped up on the left here. Ball came to her, but just bounced off her stick. Should be frustrated that to get more on that. Ball be knocked forward. Now, the Dutch have the ball going onto the edge of the circle. Just Reynolds, unfortunately, is tripping over the ball. Wasn't her fault. The ball had some devilish spin on it there, and just got it tied up a bit. England get to reset back on the 22. Claire Body now on the ball, looking forward. Helen Evans just scrapping for the ball there for the English side and just couldn't come away with it. Doesn't get the blow. And the Netherlands reset nice and high in the field. They aren't going anywhere. Look at a foot there. I think Reynolds now in the game. Again, the Dutch trying for the circle. They haven't found enough ball into the circle in this quarter. They kind of hovered around the outside. They haven't gone much forward. Kara Panaka coming all the way across to help. And a lot of attention. Van Villiant. Sue Matthews was all over there. Not happy with the umpire and blowing that, but there was a clang of sticks. Ball goes forward. Barnes, a little backhand stop there that she probably could have taken it across her body. And again, the Dutch look much more threatening now. Trying to find a way in. As ball gets knocked out again, so it doesn't enter the D there. England being pushed far back. Only 1-0 down in this game with England. The Dutch only 1-0 up. We nearing the end of the half. Still 4 minutes to go. The Dutch having a feed on the sideline, just looking to go forward yet. In fact, it looks like they're trying to switch the ball here. Long way to go across the field. Yeah, there goes the switch. Just didn't find Panaka in the middle. A little bit of a swish there. Oh, stick on the head looked like, unfortunately. That looked a little bit dangerous as Edmonds Ward got a bit of a knock on the kop for the pressure. As the Dutch keep the ball coming back. Faringa finding Panaka. This might be a dangerous ball as it's get intercepted by Bev Jackson. If Bev Jackson picked it up, Sue Matthews is lurking very high in the field. I think they've got a strategy here to see if Sue Matthews can sneak around the outside of it undisturbed. If they can get the ball through to her, she's unmarked. With a bit of space, might result in a circle entry from them. Great turn there from the skipper. Trying to get down the line, but Panaka gets hold of it. Faringa passing through. Reynolds to the ball. She can shoot now. Goes for a cracking shot, and Reynolds with the backhand pull. She's going to love that skill. Pulled it into space, and Then pulled out the cracking shot and really hit it with some gas. Doing a bit of a victory lap now. Going to be signing autographs on the sideline. I'm very impressed with herself. I'll have to check how many goals she scored this World Cup. It might be a first. I can't see the full list yet. But I don't see Reynolds on the list, so that might be her first game of this tournament. I'll update you shortly. And now Beverly Jackson having some time. Oh, just can't get away with the ball. Been flustered a little bit there, but Matthews on the ball now, trying to find the ball out. See if she can get anybody. The captain's right there, Evans. Moving the ball left and right until she gets 5 yards. Putting the ball back, getting the blow, but it's going to be 5 yards. Evans now going to knock it in. Or doesn't knock it in hard enough. And now England losing the ball. That looks like that was Reynolds' first goal of the tournament. So we'll give her credit for the celebration. She looked ecstatic knocking that one in. As the Dutch come away from this. So a short while left in this half of hockey. Dutch now 2-love up. Some good circle pressure from them there and resulting in the second goal. Good control in the midfield. England just need to find some ways forward here. Helen Evans going back there and losing the ball. This could be interesting if we can get the ball through. And a great run through here. We could have Borenson, if she goes around the keeper, pulls it back unselfishly for Reynolds. And very unselfish hockey there. Midfield lost and the ball going through and drawing the keeper out. Putting the ball across the face to the goal. Very unselfish. And Reynolds going from no goals in the tournament to doubling her tally now and duly pointing at her friend for supplying the ball there. Good hockey all around. She's telling the coach that she should be on the park for longer, I think. Very happy with herself and very happy with the scoreline. I mean, 3-love. And there we have it. That's the end of the first half of hockey. Netherlands 3, England Spirit of Masters 0.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
And there goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.
Welcome back as you join us again for the second half of this Masters Hockey World Cup match in the over 60 division for ladies. We have the Netherlands playing against the English Spurs Masters team. The Netherlands up 3-0 in this game. An early on goal by Karen Pranaka in the first quarter, sorry. And then a quick double by Marie Reynolds at the end of the half to put them 3-0 up. They controlled this game. The English Spurs and Masters team had some chances, but overall, they should have been dominating in the midfield. As you see them enter the circle again, yeah. Loose ball, just been dealt with by Evans, the captain of the Spurs and Masters team, trying to knock it out the sideline as the Dutch get to reset again. This game taking place in Cape Town, a bit of an overcast day today in Cape Town. The rain sprinklings, the cold front passes through at the southern tip of the African continent. Beautiful city with lots of parents, kids, and brothers, sisters, teammates coming to watch this Masters World Cup, taking place at 3 different venues on 5 turfs. A lot of hockey happening. Now we get a chance. Sue Matthews is through. She's waiting for this all day. She just pulled it back a little bit on the back stick. Still got control of this. A lot of attention. This could be a short corner. Still pushing through. Probably wanted the advantage there. Bev Jackson was on the left and just wanted the ball to be slipped to umpire apologizing and saying, I probably should have given you more advantage. But they do get a short corner for this, which is what they won't complain about, if they can just put the short corner away. But that's a real meaningful attempt there by the Spurs and Masters. Their best so far of the match, I think. There was one early on in the game that flew across the goal that was missed on the one time. This one has a lot more control than before, so let's see if they've got something up their bag again. If anything, Jackson looks like she's waiting for this to come to her. The injection comes in to the top Missed trap. Ball popping out, going to the back of the D, slip to the left. Been pushed in again on the foot. That was good thinking there. The ball got mistrapped, but they kept playing. And the ball coming in for Lee Edmonds-Ward, who, sorry, I think it was Penny Thorne, sorry, who knocked the ball forward. Edmonds-Ward is just behind. And knocked a Dutch foot, and they get to set up again for another short corner. Ready for the injection. Fortunately, the ball gets left behind now. One of the worst things to happen in your short corners when the injector leaves the ball behind because you can't play it again. Somebody else has to come and fetch it. Beverly Jackson comes in and crosses the ball. I think Edmonds-Ward is fortunately in front of the goal and deflected it, and she deflected it past the left upright. Umpire saying the free hit wasn't taken from the right place. I think she might be wrong there. The free can be taken anywhere between the baseline and the 16. Netherlands taking it early, and they're clearing the ball out now. They've got a clear line to Panaka. Oh, he's run this forward beautifully. Nice penalty. Sorry, it's Janssen. I apologize. Find the ball out right. Holtrop just missing the push. Again, Holtrop on the ball, looking for the shot, not catching the ball cleanly. And after all that melee, the ball ended up with Sue Dolby, and she just tucked it out the sideline, saying, let's be safe. Keep the ball out right. The Dutch do get to reset now with the long corner. Kramer on the ball. I should say Kramer. Making the switch ball happen. Playing nice and slowly and neatly and not too hectic. England standing off the ball, so not putting any pressure on the ball carrier. They've got a lot of time on the ball. Hoping for the mistake to arise. The circle injury does happen. Catches someone in the foot on the way through. I think Inga Holtrop might have said, leave that for me rather, get the advantage played. But the reset happens. On the far side of the field, and again, you're going to drive the 5 yards, move the pass, the zigzag pass. Lovely little 1-2 there. Just didn't get back. Faringa is part of the build-up there. And again, the ball coming all the way out the back. They're going to trough this. Nice, strong hit. Just gave Kramer a lot of time on the ball. She's played out to the right-hand corner flag. Come back to her. She might want to cut in here and see if she can get something inside the circle. Switching round. Panaka on the ball, and there's the D. A lot of attention being paid to her. Coming back to Kramer. Oh, nice high ball there, Kramer to Janssen. Janssen flashing the ball across the face of the goal. Lots of people there, but for so many people to be there, not a single stick got hold of that. The ball just rolled straight through everything. Out the far side, and the Spirit of England get to restart. Sue Matthews getting a lot of ball, but also getting so much attention. Every time she gets the ball, people trying to tackle her. Nice long ball through. Lee Edmonds-Ward trying to hit that down the middle. Just hooked it a little bit. Looked like Beverly Jackson was calling for it. Ball's gone a long way, but not to an English player. The Dutch playing a really small mini game, man. Very impressive. Can't afford to lose it. There's a lot of attention being paid to them. They do lose it, and there's a turnaround happening here. If the ball could just get to Glass, she's got it now. Glass has got Matthews open. She's taking the ball around the outside. She might get for shielding. She crosses the ball in here. Oh, and doesn't hit it cleanly, but doesn't have to because the bobbly ball got as far as Barker's Durban, and she unfortunately popped onto her shin pad. She's given the short corner away. So this English side now have their third short corner. Well, we're hoping to convert something from this to reduce the lead. Ball comes out. Ball being passed across. A lot of attention being paid, just can't turn. Ball popped through, but I think when Penny Thorne had that ball on her stick, one of the Dutch players took a swing at it, and the umpire said that looked dangerous to them. So they've rewarded the short corner. Their fifth short corner now. They just need to get something for this. Looks like they've changed their minds and they're going to go for the indoor version of short corner, taking from the wrong side. I say the wrong side. From the right-hand side, which is unusual. That's why we often call it the wrong side. If you don't have a trapper, though, then taking from this side does make sense. Indoor hockey does this all the time because you don't need a trapper in indoor hockey. You can just catch and flick. The ball looks like it's going to be injected out to... See, I think the umpire doesn't know the rules of hockey because you can actually take it along that line instead of the line. Just not sure about this, but they put it on the line. Small dash. The ball's going to be pushed out short to Sue Matthews. She's going to cross this, definitely. Goes for the cross push. Ball hits I thought it had a foot there, but as it hit the foot, there was a clanging of sticks. Beverly Jackson coming in for the shot. Not finding the ball, finding a Dutch foot, and the umpire saying, no, that's definitely going to be a 16 as they get to build up around the back again. Ball going wide, yep. We've got double line on the ball, moving the ball forward. Janssen cutting back infield. She's done this so well the whole game. Taking it wide now, just like the first goal in the game. Taking it to D. Taking it deep and then trying to find someone to link up with. There were a couple of players, Holtroppers on the middle of the goal saying, give it to me. Just overran that slightly. A lot of pace and skill running in there, but Janssen just being caught up by not finding the ball across. The Dutch moving the ball on the outside. It looked like, I'm chuckling because it looked like Barker's driven took off the ball for a second there. Gave it a bit of a freshie. This happens all the time in the sport. Luckily for her, it went back to one of her players. And the Dutch now building up on the edge of the circle and being dispossessed. Marion Simpson coming away with the ball, but then just not connecting with it again, and the ball going out the sideline. As we get the ball coming across now. Panaka, there's been a lot of inroads from here. This is what her business. Trying to find the ball out right. Faki on the ball. Haven't seen her a lot this game. Ball popping into the circle, but popping up and hitting the back of the stick. Diana Faki on the pitch. As a Spirit of being to get a set up at the back. Hazel Winter with a whack out to the left half. Edmonds Ward is getting a stick check. Win the free hit. Hazel Winter come and take the free hit, trying to make it move forward. Evans, the captain, just unable to control it. Helen Evans has played 14 matches at Masters World Cup level. Ball being knocked into the circle there and well saved, just kicked away. Kept nice and safe. As I was saying, there are a couple of players in the Spirit of Mastery from England. It's her 14th appearance at the Masters World Cup. Well, in Masters level. She's played 3 matches for the actual English team. And then she's played a further 11 games for the Spirit of Masters team. So even though not making the English team, still carrying on playing as they look for a ball forward here. Intercepted on the edge of the circle. That includes Di Kirby in the same boat. Di Kirby and Helen Evans done the same thing. Played for England. And then also now playing for the Spirit of Masters team because they've enjoyed playing at this level. And a fantastic ball being knocked out to the left. This could be superb if Janssen can run around the back like she has. Pulls back as we've seen before and she hits the ball in the far corner. We've seen Janssen do that so well in this match. Taking the ball down the line and as she gets to defenders, cutting back infield. Gives her a better angle. This time she cut back in and was on the edge of the circle. Gave the ball a good crack and knocked it far post cleanly into the goal. Any international keeper will have a problem saving that one. Not quite as big a celebration as we saw from Reynolds, but nonetheless, you can see the joy on her face. That bring up the fourth goal for the Netherlands in this third quarter of this game. The game has been quite even in the midfield play. The Dutch having slightly more possession to move the ball cleaner, and a couple of players can make a difference. If you look at the way Janssen and Panaka, for example, carry the ball forward very ably and are able to change direction at will. Very difficult to deal with. Two players like that in your team. Not taking anything else away from the other players like Janssen and Feringa, etc. Barenson. But when you have players in your team that can make the X factor, take it through, they have been the difference in this game. When the game's been nice and tight, they've been able to manage to run the ball through. I should take it away from Reynolds, who scored 2 glorious goals here. As again, they get a chance on the breakthrough here. Holding the ball up quite neatly was Double R there, just trying to get it out of wide. Janssen was making the run from the outside there. No lie, sorry, it was Barenson making a run from the outside there. Very unselfish left-hand pass there. Probably could have taken the ball right and gone around everybody and had a shot, but trying to get part of the build-up, and the ball just trickling over the sideline. Sort of a scrappy mayhem in the midfield. Two other players in the mix, Penny Thorne and Lee Evans Ward, also have played 3 matches for the English first team and have subsequently been playing for the Spirit of Masters team. They played 5 matches now for the Spirit of Masters team. And so we have 4 players in total there that have played for the English team, kept playing, and now end up in the Spirit of Masters team with the enjoyment of coming out and playing at a World Cup, playing with each other again to keep the longevity moving. And also the nice thing is keeping themselves in touch. They might be in contention for selection again next year. You never know. As his teams chop and change over the years, we see the Dutch now trying to find a way through here. Moving the ball around neatly. That's far cross ball. That's going to run over aimlessly through everybody. And England will get to reset on that one. Ball we made live, but nothing coming from that. And here we get a slight break. Have a tackle coming in there. Just in time, in fact, because it looked like there was a break on. Janssen coming on the outside there. Blind side in the ball carrier. I think it was Marion Simpson who was carrying the ball there. Ball coming through, and a little bit of a collision. A debate amongst the players about who touched that last. Umpire giving the 16, I think. Jacobo Barenson just trying to make a lead through for that one, but not picking it up. And there we have it. End of the third quarter. We've got 1 more quarter to go. Netherlands 4, Spirit of England 0. Welcome back to the fourth quarter, yeah, of this over 60s game, ladies game. We've got the Netherlands team leading 4-0 against the Spirit of England team. The Dutch have been taking the opportunities when they've been presented. The English team had some chances. They just didn't come away with 4 short corners that they set up. Karen Panaka trying to find her way through there, but she did force that blow. Ball be moved around the outside now. A bit of pressure again on you. See Matthews hanging very high in the field, and I think as that ball came through to Lee Evans-Ward, she had a bit more time than she realized. Looks like the English team, Beverly Jackson's got the ball. She'll run with it. She normally goes on the outside. Hits the ball through to Matthews, and the ball just out of reach. Again, another great chance there. There was a good press they set up there for the English ladies. Just blocking the path going forward, just like they've done now. Jackson trying to find the pass. Finds herself. She's going to hit this. And she cracks the ball into the bottom left-hand corner. We've been saying for a while that she's good for a goal somewhere in a match like this. Fantastic. Popped the ball through the defender. Realized it was still in reach of her. Ran onto it. And smacked the ball across the face of the goal. Always good for a goal in the game. It's Beverly Jackson. In fact, it's her 4th goal of this tournament. So racking up the goals as well. The top goal scorer at the moment in this tournament is Helen Royan. And Royan playing for England. She's racked up 6 already. Beverly Jackson catching up there. But now Netherlands are coming straight back. Having conceded a goal, back on the front foot, a bit of intention. And the game suddenly just changing pace slightly. A bit of intensity. As again the ball goes forward, and now of course Beverly Jackson is full of beans. Scored a goal and key to score more. As Evans, now the captain's on the ball. Just making the turn happen, trying to get away. Getting the blow. Nobody leading for it. And a nice through ball. That'll actually work very well. Don't think she realized how much time she had on the ball there. And now this English team is really putting the screws on, pushing a pressing pattern, working quite hard. Karen Panaka knocking the ball forward now. Just finding Barretson, and Barretson just getting caught there, but the ball's going to come back to her. Oh, good intercept. Fantastic intercept there from Liz Dakin. That should have gone through to Barretson, and Barretson would have had a run on the baseline. Just slip back infield again, so got potential goal scoring. Tackle that. England now leaving players high on the field, getting very positive here. You can see Penny Thorne drifting high. Sue Matthews is in the midfield, or the middle of the field, I should say, just bridging the gap. As they come away with the ball, Bev Jackson just trying to find the head forward. They've still got space here if they can find the way forward. Umpire telling the players to take the ball back. Wants it from the exact same spot. And the big hit does come, but intercepted. Oh, ball knocked up. It's knocked her on the chin. It's always bad to see a ball that gets ricocheted off a stick, because when the ricochet is very difficult to predict where the ball's going to go after that. And if it's in close range and catches a play on the body, nothing they can do about it. They just have to wear it and grits and bear, unfortunately. The ball goes through the circle. Fantastic step through there by Kim Durbin. She read that so well. Just didn't catch the ball cleanly, so they get to restart again. Big cross coming across. A little bit bouncy, so out of reach. Ball still out of bouncy reach. Coming on the back, going to be knocked forward to Sue Matthews there. Returns on the ball. Should be able to play on here. Very good. They've got some numbers here. Trying to cut infield. Evans is with her. Durbin's running on top. Sorry, Penny Thorne's running on top. Sue Matthews just not letting the ball go a bit early there. Might be in a chance to get it infield slightly. Change channels with one of her fellow players. I think Evans was there with her. If they'd made the switching channels there, might have opened up an avenue forward. Put Penny Thorne in business. Inside the D. Not to be that, as the Netherlands get to reset the ball on the halfway line. And just pass the ball straight to Sue Matthews, who's chasing after it. She has definitely got to switch to Beverly Jackson if she can find the square ball. Finds the long ball. Penny Thorne going for the crack. Hits it into the keeper. Tries to flip it over the keeper. And the third time, just tops the ball. Oh, she's going to hate that. I think her teammates are going to, at the same time, congratulate her for having a go. But she really had 3 fantastic opportunities there. First one, she headed to the keeper's pads, put the keeper down. The next one, trying to flip over the keeper. Came back at her, and the last one rolled across and she took a swing and just topped the ball on the third shot. Looks like she's hurt herself there. Good build-up play, putting them in the on the D. And I dare say, looks like the Netherlands have gone slightly to sleep here with a 4-goal lead. Not playing with the same verve as before. Need to get Janssen back on the ball and let her run at them a couple of times. She was injecting some pace into the game earlier. She's on the bench right now, so maybe recharging her battery to come on later and fire this game up again. Panaka going forward, looking for the run. Holtrop making a run across the top. Could be an option. Good cracking ball. Had way too much pace on it, I think. Ball got crashed through. A little bit too much pace on it. Look at his double up front who just couldn't get there for that one. Intercepts it now. Pulls the ball back in. And unfortunately loses it. And Liz Dakin now gets to knock the ball out. Again, there it goes long again. Penny Thorne finding a new role for herself. She's won the ball, yeah? Couple working together. Finds Jackson. Jackson nudges it in the right direction, I think. Safe to call that a fair one. But the turnover happens, and now Holtrop's got the ball on the 22. They've got some numbers here if they can just move forward. Barnes making a good run here. Not looking. Wasn't focused on that as she looked away. As she looked away from the ball came to her. A question of timing there, they didn't work out. As you see this ball popping loose again. Panaka dangerous to give a ball to in this part of the D, but she's lost it. There's a free ball, or 2 hacks in a row, taking the blows here. Sue Matthews picks up the ball. No support, taking the ball to the left. Trying to go around. She'll try and take us as far as possible. She's got Jackson on the P-spot if she can just slip the ball across. Now backhand, trying to find the backhand. Jackson wide open on the P-spot. I think though that run from the halfway line all around the back to the end. Energy sapping stuff. Sue Matthews looks like she's running a marathon. Jackson wide open on the P-spot. Saying, give it to me, I've got a tap-in going here. But Sue Matthews just unable to pull the backhand pass back. As the Dutch go forward, like I said before, they've rested a bit on their laurels here. With 4 up, as here goes Barnes over the top. She'll run baseline. Just lost a little bit of control there. Good clumsy tackle. I think Claire Body will be happy to agree with me. Put her body in the way and disrupted the movement going forward. And as we said, that Janssen's back on the park and Yell comes some pace, I'm sure. She's rested and charged her batteries. The ball goes in the circle. Got some time to shoot. Lines up the shot and cracks it against the foot. That was double on. Just got the shot off and hit the foot. One of the English players, and the Dutch get a short corner. Short corner for the Dutch. They haven't had many in this game. Ball gets cracked out again with good pace. A little slip. For as much pace there was on the injection, there was no pace on the slippers. The ball popped loose and a bit of a hack. And nothing resulted from that. Okay, and the ball at the back. And now Jackson got some time hanging on to the ball for the pullback, but the cover tackle coming from Janssen, who's been prodigious in this game. Ball popping through, and almost had a shot on target there to Jackson, but umpire I think might have been debating about giving a P flick there. Was looking for a shot, got a heavy tackle coming in. The result, they do get a penalty corner for this. To see if they can double their score. Debating soon about who's going to do what here. They do need an ejector. Ejection coming, good pace on this one. Last time was left behind. Jackson lining up the shot, actually caught that one quite nicely. Ball spotted to Matthews. Matthews looking to cross the ball under pressure. Finds a foot there, but all of the English players were lined up in a straight line in towards the goal. One of them had to have dropped out a little bit just to give the 45 pass an option. They all got right into the goal mouth. And when everybody stands in a straight line, the only person Sue Matthews could see there was the first person. Anyway, got a foot, got a rear ward, as we're now going to have an ejection. Looks like Jackson's waiting for it again. Ball gets fired out. No, it doesn't go Jackson. It goes across. Good rebound. This could be a tap in. Yes! Jackson. Ball getting pushed in there. Let's see who the first person was. I think the first person that pushed in was Marion Simpson. Back to the P spot. Jackson with a neat little deflection. And that deflection took the ball back to the injector. Injector being Edmonds Ward, and Edmonds Ward tapping it into an open goal as England now get back to 4-2. As the Dutch go pouring forward here. Barnes now in earnest on a trademark baseline run of the 45 pull. Got some time now on the ball. Again, another 45 run maybe. Reynolds back on the field after scoring 2 goals earlier. And now the pressure's been put on again. The big guns have come on to see if they can rack some goals up. 4-2, a bit closer than they'd like to be. One more goal for the English team, and that could cause a bit of mayhem. Ball out wide, this time one. And now they come the typical run game through. Yep. We've seen Janssen do a lot of this in the game. Ball back into the middle, but just was trapped and popped up. Spirit of England team now get a short while to reset. Still just over 3 minutes left in this match. All credit to the English team for staying in it. 4-love down. Kept battling away. Pegged back 2 of the goals. And now knocked the ball down the field again. A change of tactic, I think, because they were kept a player high in the second half. Just making sure that everything was honest on the side of the Dutch. And it's caught them off guard a couple of times. That and the fact that they've pressed really well. Helen Evans now on the ball with a cross. A little bit too big on the cross there, trying to find the longer ball. Will be knocked forward. Brenner in the mix there, just losing it. Hazel Winter knocking the ball forward. This could be interesting. There's a bit of space. It did. It was a bobbly ball, so we forgive Lee Edmonds Ward for being beaten by that googly. They have got some energy back here. It looks like the Spirit of England team got a second wind. Looks like the energy drinks are kicking in. As the ball goes on the side again, Barnes being good at running on the outside here. Very athletic as she gets the ball again. Now she will look to go on the outside, I'm sure. The tackle coming in from Liz Dakin, dragging the stick, making her feet as wide as possible. Good defensive work. Love that action. As Janssen gets to reset. She normally runs it from here towards the circle. She's going on the long way to the baseline. Could this lead to something? There's the cut in. And again, there comes a circle into there. Tuck the ball in. That's an interesting call because it looked like Barnson had pulled the ball in with pace into her foot there, but there was a clack of sticks as well, so umpire, I think, taking the middle ground and saying it's a long corner. Marcus Dervin is knocking it forward. Here comes that run into the P spot, and here comes the bunt, and that is a really good finish. Marika Brenner just waiting on the P spot. I think it was Janssen again who set it up. He's done a fantastic job in this game of making sure that she's taking the ball forward and creating the distraction. Yes, she did. She ran in there, stopped, passed, and then the bunt just coming straight in. So that'll restore some parity for the Dutch. The game now 5-2 with less than a minute left in this game. Entertaining. There was a patch there where the Netherlands fell asleep a bit. Going through the motions at 4-love. 2 goals coming and kind of waking them up a little bit. But to end this game, they're trying to find a circle entry. Just making a quick turn there. Faringa going backwards. They're still looking for goals. Nice to see. Barkers Durban finding Faringa again. There's still space. Out left. Can we drive this one into the circle to cut back? And unfortunately, there's the final whistle. Entertaining match as the Netherlands win this one 5 goals to 2.